All right, Oscar nominations are 1 minute away. It's one of my favorite mornings of the year. Has been since I became obsessed with the Oscars as a teenager in high school. Absolutely obsessed with predicting them. Pretty good track record as a predictor as well. But some new people to the channel, maybe since I did this 1 year ago, so welcome. Yeah, love the Oscars. Find it all interesting to kind of obsess over the Oscar race and follow it all. And you know, award shows aren't everything, and they're silly to a certain extent, and a lot of the best films every year get left out of these, but I still enjoy seeing what happens and trying to predict it. Not much to say at the top about this year. I don't feel like it's been a great or fun or fair or good Oscar season this year, really. I don't know why. There's just a lot of factors. Almost every film I have in the top 10 here, and I'm using the Award Expert app from Brother Bro and Oscar Expert. It's excellent. Second year using that. I don't know. Maybe it's, let's just start with this. There's 8 or 9 locks in the Best Picture race. Last year we had like a 10 for 10 with the PGA, and I watched my prediction video from last year, or my reaction video, and it was interesting because I predicted that there would be 10 of 10, and it was. So there was no surprises in Best Picture. But this year, up to A Real Pain in like that 9th slot, which I think is still good. Some people are actually saying it won't get in as well, so there's 2 open slots. There's either 2 or 1 open slots for Real Pain. And then you have this Sing Sing and Nickel Boys issue, which it sucks. It's just a lose-lose. That's what's got me in kind of a bummed mood coming into the Oscars nominations, is because Sing Sing is Sing Sing is great, and it should be. That's a classic Oscar movie. I don't know why the narrative has shifted as it has. Everyone says A24 is focusing on Brutalist, which they are, but you can still have a couple films you're pushing. Maybe they didn't get that re-release theatrically going soon enough. It's a total Oscar movie, classic, and it's great. And it's going to get Best Actor nominations. So, and probably, I have it getting into picture. It maybe is just like hopeful, hopeful, you know, wishful thinking. But it would be really odd if it didn't to me. In the end, especially considering it was kind of a front runner to win earlier in the year. We haven't really had a clear front runner all year. Sing Sing, Brutalist, Anora especially, all held these roles at a time. Wicked even did for a few days. And then kind of Emilia Perez and Conclave are kind of left to have that sneaky nice placement in the end, where they never were the #1 frontrunner, but they could make a run at it. And then you have a complete unknown like surging way big time at the end. Dune should be in. We take that film for granted, how well it's done and how good it is. Substance will be in, which is one of the best success stories of the year, and Coralie needs to get into Best Director. Considering that Demi Moore is not only a lock for a nom, but she's now considered probably going to win, which I've been rooting for ever since the film came out. And I was one of the people trying to say, hey, this can and will happen. But we have to have Coralie in director, so we have you need to put a woman in there because there's so many great female directed films each year. And that's definitely one of them. We had Justine Triet in last year. Greta Gerwig did not make it, just to recap on that. But Nickel Boys, I will just come out and say at the top, like, I apologize, but Nickel Boys didn't work for me. I didn't love it. It just didn't all work. I appreciate so much everyone who's so passionate about it, and I'm rooting for those people. And it sucks that Sing Sing and Nickel Boys, of all films, those 2 are like on the edge. I don't like that at all. I wish they were both locked. But it's really hard to see anything else missing. You know, I mean, maybe Dune 2 misses just because it's like out of sight, out of mind. And maybe there is a lot of passion on that preferential ballot for Nickel Boys. You know, the higher it is up on your list, the more likely it is to get the placement. A couple other things. I'll just go through category by category as we go. But the crafts have been really hard to predict. I tried to predict them all, including the shorts, and do my research. But there's, in every category, there's 7 or 8 or 9 that contend. And it's really hard in some of these, especially even visual effects, you know, costumes, production design, there's never a set 5. There's always 6 or 7 that are vying for the 5. And so, you know, I try to learn every year how to tweak them based on the guilds or whatever other committee does. And it's hard. It's not easy. International feature, also very hard to call always. Doc, always hard to call. I watched last year's and there was a doc out of nowhere, that whatever Tiger one, that no one predicted. It was nowhere even in the community list on this. And so we might have things like that, that just like, you try the best you can to have a safe 5. But there's always going to be a crazy thing out of nowhere. I am predicting, the couple big swings I'm predicting are Macklin getting in and snubbing Edward Norton. So I like to kind of predict big snubs and twists, because if you just predict the safe things, it's kind of whatever. It's not that exciting. You get the same thing everyone else does. But I'm predicting that Macklin gets in for Sing Sing Passion. I have Sing Sing in for Best Picture. I have Nickel Boys out. I have Real Pain in. But in supporting actor, it's so tight that, you know, with Jeremy Strong now kind of doing pretty well, I have Strong getting in and Stan not. Well, no, I have Stan getting in. I have both the Apprentice boys getting in, but Macklin in with a Norton snub, who he kind of snuck in when A Complete Unknown surged. I don't know. I could see him missing. And that there are going to be snubs today, and we're going to talk about what they are, or people will talk about what they are. So can you kind of identify them in advance? And then for actress, it's going to be a bloodbath. I'll get to that once we get to it. But that's the major one. I also have Monica Barbaro causing absolute chaos to supporting actress when it starts. She'll be the first alphabetical name. Jamie Lee Curtis has already caused chaos, so I have her in. I have Barbaro and Jamie Lee getting in, with Felicity Jones getting snubbed for Brutalist, and I'm going to be pissed because she's so great in that. But there are going to be a couple surprise things like that, and I have them happening. And then in actress, lead actress, I have Erivo getting snubbed, which I don't care that much about either way. But I want Jean-Baptiste in, and I want Torres in, and that's how it could happen. All right, we are going to watch them right now. All right, they're doing like cheeky bits up on here. They're doing this more and more every year. They don't need to do all this scripted joking on the announcements. Just give us the announcements. Don't make this a whole thing. Okay, we're going to actor in a supporting role. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me pull up my category before the chaos begins. So here's where I call Macklin. Everyone's hoping for it. It will be one of the success stories of the day if he gets in. But I have Borisov, Culkin, Macklin, Pierce, and Strong, with Norton getting snubbed. This is the biggest reach I'm giving. Norton could also get Jeremy Strong slot, and Strong's out. So let's see.
Roll.
Here we go.
Yura Borisov in a Nora.
Yura Borisov?
Kieran Culkin in a Real
Culkin.
King.
Here's Macklin's moment.
Edward Norton in
No.
A Complete Unknown.
Snubbed.
Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. And Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice.
It's the safe 5. How dare they honestly snub Clarence Macklin? What happened to this movie, man?
A Complete Unknown?
Costume design. God, it's like my heart hurts for that right now. The guy's not even a professional actor. You know he's watching the nominations. That's so stupid. Norton is... Classic Oscar bait reigns supreme, man. Classic Oscar bait reigns supreme. Costume design, I have Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune, Nosferatu, and Wicked. But we could also see Gladiator or Maria.
Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2 makes it.
Nosferatu.
And Wicked. So Dune didn't get it, and Gladiator 2 did. One of the questions is, like, is Gladiator going to get 2 or 3 techs? Is Alien Romulus going to get a few techs? It's been really hard on those crafts, like I was saying, to sort out which ones Gladiator 2 is going to get in, if they will at all. They like Napoleon a lot, but Gladiator 2 has actually been pretty ignored in a lot of the precursors.
Nominees for achievement in makeup and hair.
Makeup, I've got Beetlejuice. This is hard because you have a couple rogue things like Waltzing with Brando or Apprentice even, or even Emilia Perez on the having a chance of surprising here. But Beetlejuice, Different Man, which I don't know if a lot of people have seen, but anyway, Nosferatu, Substance, and Wicked.
A Different Man.
Beetlejuice missed.
Emilia Perez.
Amelia Perez is in. Oh, wow. It's going to be
Nosferatu.
massive Amelia Perez day.
The Substance. And Wicked.
And Wicked. So, Amelia Perez gets Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I went 4 out of 5 on both of those.
Next up, the nominees for achievement in music.
Well, on
original
everything.
score.
Okay, score. Ooh, this category is always cringe for me because I really, really care about scores and they don't have the best taste, this branch, honestly. Big question here, are Reznor and Ross going to get in for challengers? I have them getting in, even though it's a very hip young person movie. We have Brutalist, Challengers, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wild Robot, which I don't think is that great of a score. You have Wicked or Nosferatu on the outside.
The Brutalist.
Okay. Good job, Blumberg.
Conclave.
Challengers missed. Oh my
Amelia
god.
Perez.
Amelia in.
Wicked. And the Wild Robot.
So far the lessons are play as safe as possible. Give me the most safe, cliche Oscar bait nominations possible. When you're watching next year, Sam, don't think they're going to do cool stuff. That's the lesson I'm learning. Right now, the Globes are way cooler than the Academy. This is sad to say.
Nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
I really don't love this season. Live action short. I did some research and listened to Oscar Expert and Next Best Picture and everybody. I'm going, these are impossible to predict, but I'm going An Orange for Jaffa, Anuya, The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent, I'm Not a Robot, and Room Taken.
Alien.
Okay. Oh, Alien.
Anuja.
Anuja.
I'm Not a Robot.
Got 2 of those.
The Last Ranger.
Miss Last Ranger.
And The Man Who Would Not Remain
Okay,
Silent.
I got 3 of 5. Not
Any
awful.
Such cases.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Not bad. Why are they making quips about things? Just don't do that.
Okay, for Best Animated Short Film, the nominees
Can you tell I'm in a
are
mood about these nominations
Beautiful
today?
Men.
Where?
Okay.
Really?
In the Shadow of the Cypress. Magic Candies.
I got Magic Candies.
Wander to Wonder.
Got Wander to Wonder.
And Yuck.
I got Yuck. I got 3 out of 5 again on that. They're making jokes about every movie. Why do that?
Wonderful. And now
Keep it clean and
2 award categories honoring writing.
Classy.
First, for adapted screenplay, the nominees are
adapted screenplay. Okay. For adapted, I've got, the question is, will Dune and Wicked get in? I have Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia, Nickel, and Sing Sing. I'm not feeling good about the Nickel Boys prediction. I feel like Wicked's just going to get in there. But if Sing Sing or Nickel gets in, this is early signs for Best Picture, right? So screenplay always ties to Best Picture, usually, so we want to see what happens here.
Complete Unknown.
Okay, Complete
James
Unknown.
Mangold and Jay Cox.
Yep. Doing as
Conclave.
well as we thought.
By Peter
Conclave.
Strong.
Next will be Amelia.
Emilia Perez.
Yep.
screenplay by Jacques
So,
Audiard,
Nickel Boys.
Collaboration with
Let's
Thomas
see if it gets in.
Piguet,
I have it
Ryan
in.
Macias, and Nicolas Levecki. Thank you. Nickel Boys, screenplay by Ramel Ross and
Got
Justin
it.
Barnes.
And Sing Sing or Wicked?
And Sing Sing.
Great.
screenplay by
Nickel Boys and Sing Sing both in. I got 5 for 5. Very proud of that. But it does not give us any indication about Best Picture. That's cool. Macklin got the nomination for screenplay. So he does get an Oscar nomination. Okay, original, I've got Anora, Brutalist, Real Pain, Substance, and then the last slot is going to be either September 5 or Challengers. But, you know, it didn't get score, so I think it's just going to be September 5. It's going to be
Anora, written by Sean Baker.
again, the safe, cliche, classic Oscar bait
Written
selection.
by Brady Corbet, Mona Fastfold.
Yep.
A Real Pain, written
No
by
surprises so far.
September 5, written by Morris
There it is,
Binder,
September 5.
Tim Felbaum,
I'm gonna go 10 for 10 in screenplays.
and The Substance.
Yep.
Written by Coralie Farjah.
10 for 10 in screenplays. So when it comes to the top line categories, other than my Macklin prediction,
Break, the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting
I've done well. Okay, supporting actress. Time for chaos. You guys ready? Now, the least chaotic would be probably like, that's the thing, there is no least chaotic. Saldana, Grande, and Rossellini, I think, are locked. And then with the Curtis and Barbaro slots that I have, I guess the safer thing would be like Felicity Jones and maybe Selena Gomez for Amelia, just because Amelia, they're going to give it everything. Or Margaret Qualley got a lot of precursors. I still don't see her getting the nomination. But Barbaro, if she's in, and Curtis would be the first 2 nominations alphabetically. Let's see what happens. Chaos time.
Monica Barbaro, Complete Unknown. Grande
Called
in
it.
Wicked.
Okay, Curtis missed.
Felicity Jones, The Brutalist.
Yes, Felicity's in.
Isabella Rossellini in Conclave. And Zoe Saldana in Amelia Paris.
Okay, it's so unfair that I called Barbaro, and I get that, but then Curtis misses. I was just going with the surge of Curtis. Like, come on, man. I could have had 5 for 5 there with a real risky 5 predicted. Wow, I can't believe I got Barbaro. I just had a feeling, man, when Nostragamji has those feelings. Wow. Okay, so now they're taking a break. But thank God Felicity Jones got in. That's really good for Brutalist. I thought she was going to get snubbed. There was all this talk that, oh, Oscar voters didn't finish The Brutalist. They didn't watch the second half, which certainly some people is true for, but that's so good that she got in. She really deserved that. But no Quali, no Selena Gomez, so Amelia did not overperform there. No Deadweiler once again. She'll get it one day. Of course, Saoirse Ronan died a long time ago for Blitz. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor did not get in for Nickel Boys. I never thought she would. So yeah, other than the Curtis thing, yeah, I'm so happy that Felicity did not get snubbed. That's a really good thing. Jeez, how long is this break? This is why I watch 7 minutes on delay. Come on.
Before we continue, I just want to say it's really special to be here with Rachel.
More jokes and
Those
quips.
of you that don't know, in our
They're like, it's almost like they're auditioning to host, or they're treating this like it's a host duty. Okay, original song. I always say that they need to retire this category. It's just not as relevant anymore. 2 from Amelia Perez. I have The Journey, which is the Diane Warren song. She's been nominated for like 11 years straight. She never will miss. Kiss the Sky from Wild Robot. And then I do have a big swing here, which is that Will and Harper Go West will make it, even though it's not going to make documentary. The most standard thing, though, would be Compress Repress from Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, although it didn't get scored, so I really don't think it's going to get in here. Let me correct myself. The most cliche thing would be Elton John, Never Too Late. So I think that will be it, but I don't have it predicted. Got
Emma from Amelia Perez.
I got both Amelias.
The Journey from the 6 AAA.
Oh, it only got 1. Are you kidding?
Like a Bird from Sing Sing.
Wait.
Mi Camino from Amelia
Oh, it did.
Perez.
They're going alphabetically in terms of...
And Never Too Late from Elton John. Never Too Late. Woo!
Kiss the Sky missed, which I could care less about. It's a cheesy, inspirational song from an animated movie. That's why I hate this category. No one knows or cares about that song. And so it missed. That's good. Like a Bird from Sing Sing is good. Really good sign for Sing Sing, man. I still don't know. I think Sing Sing will get into the 10. Maybe Nickel Boys is left out, which is what I have predicted. I have real pain in Sing Sing with no Nickel Boys. So Sing Sing getting song is very good.
Elton John, Never Too Late.
Woo!
Yeah, they were doing alphabetical by song title.
Smashed it. You smashed it, as the Brits say. And now,
Why is she
the nominees
laughing
for
so
Best
much?
Documentary Feature
All right, documentary feature. Very, very hard to predict the category. So for both doc and international, I have Dahomey getting into one of them. So I put it in both because I want to get it in one. It could get in either. I have this weird feeling that they're going to show their cool side by doing that. But I have Dahomey, Daughters, No Other Land, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, and Sugarcane. Other ones that could definitely get in are Black Box Diaries, Remarkable Life of Evelyn, and Will and Harper will not make it, but something really obscure might. So my Dahomey is like a big swing. I think Black Box is more likely to get the first slot that they'll start with right now.
Okay.
Black Box Diaries.
There you go. I should have gone with the safe thing.
No Other Land.
Daughters missed.
Porcelain War. Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. And Sugarcane.
Are you serious, man? Daughters is one of the best docs of the year. How does Daughters miss? Have you guys seen it? What the? That movie is the ultimate tearjerker, man. Like, what the actual...
Next, for Best Documentary Short Film, the nominees are...
God, I'm really in a mood about that. Come on, man. Doc Short? Whatever. I've got Incident, Ukraine, Michaela, Chasing Rue, Swim Lesson.
Death by Numbers. I Am Ready, Warden.
Really? Okay.
Incident.
There's Incident finally.
Instruments of a Beating Heart.
Whoa.
And The Only Girl in the Orchestra.
Wow. 1 of 5. So hard to call that without having seen them, but and just listening.
International feature film.
Everyone just grasping straws with that. Grasping for straws, at straws, whatever. And international feature, oh gosh, I'm scared. So once again, I've got Dahomey because I wanted to get one of them. Amelia is locked. I'm Still Here is probably locked. If they snub Seed of the Sacred Fig, I might just turn this camera off because that is the one movie that I don't see why it didn't steamroll through the Oscars, getting all the way to a director nomination. I don't get why that movie's did not perform. Maybe they didn't get in front of enough people. Neon has it. It's on the Neon screener box. I don't know. It's maybe too long and depressing looking for people, but no, so many of these other movies are that too. So I don't know. And I have Vermiglio in the last slot.
I'm Still Here, Brazil.
Wait, are they going by country?
Girl with the Needle, Denmark.
They must be. Okay, Girl with the Needle makes it in. That was right on my number 6 on the outside, as is Kneecap and Flow.
Nothing for Denmark. Amelia Perez.
Okay, Amelia Perez.
France. The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Germany.
Good job.
And Flow.
And Flow made it in. Okay, so Dahomey does not make it. That's kind of to be expected. Vermiglio did not make it, so I missed that. I thought that was a textbook nominee for the Academy, honestly. Kneecap didn't make it. Flow making it is major because there's no dialogue, and so they really love Flow for it to get not only an animated feature. I think it's going to win animated feature. Of course, everyone's going to be saying this now, but I've been saying this for months. Wild Robot was never going to win. It's not that good of a movie. I'm sorry, Jermaine, but Flow is going to win the Oscar, and they really love it for it to be an international as well. That hasn't happened since...
And for Best Animated Feature Film, here are the nominees.
This is the easiest one to predict.
Flow.
Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit.
Memoir of a Snail.
Wallace and Gromit and Wild Robot.
Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Must Fall.
Everyone has 5 for 5 for this category.
And
it's not.
The Wild Robot.
It's not a thing.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design.
Production Design. Let's scroll down to this. These are going to be... I'm not doing great, man. I'm not doing great this year. Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. But watch out for Complete Unknown and Gladiator 2.
Conclave.
Yep. Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2.
Okay. Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
And Wicked.
And Wicked.
5 for 5 in production design for Nostragamji. You love to see it.
Next up for Achievement in Film Editing.
Film Editing, I've got Brutalist, Conclave, Dune, Amelia, and September 5, which got the screenplay nod. But watch out for Anora, Substance, A Complete Unknown. I'll just say those. Oh, Anora.
The Brutalist.
Anora is the first.
Anora.
So Anora does get in. What's going to get left out? Probably
The
Dune.
Brutalist.
Conclave.
Conclave.
Dune's probably going to get skipped, so Amelia.
Amelia Perez.
Yep. And September 5.
And Wicked.
Oh. And Wicked. That is so safe.
And Wicked.
That's like the best picture 5. Anora, Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia, Wicked. So rather than have September 5 in there or Dune Part 2, I really should have gone back to the classic philosophy that editing is just best picture. You know, you really, if there were only 5 best picture nominees, they would be Anora, Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia, and Wicked. Those are the ones. So, interesting. Lessons learned every time. But then they'll do a different thing next year. So,
here are the nominees.
Sound. Okay. Sound, I've got... what do we have? A Complete Unknown because music. Dune Part 2 could get left out. It shouldn't. Amelia, Gladiator 2, and Wicked. Alien Romulus, On the Edge.
A Complete Unknown.
Okay. Dune.
Dune Part 2.
Good. Emilia.
Emilia Paris.
Good. Gladiator.
Wicked.
Ooh, Wicked. And what's the last?
And The Wild Robot.
Wild Robot. Whoa. I don't know anyone having that in for the 5.
The nominees
That's
for achievement in visual effects.
random surprise sound nomination for that to me. Visual effects, I got Alien Romulus, although I'm really iffy about that versus Better Man. Better Man just feels still unseen in the States. That's the whole thing, but also another monkey movie in addition to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Anyway, I got Alien, Dune, Gladiator, Apes, and Wicked, but Better Man could definitely get in here instead of either Alien or maybe Wicked.
Alien, Romulus.
Got it. Thankfully.
Better Man.
Better Man is in.
Dune Part 2.
Gladiator snub, maybe?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Gladiator snub.
And Wicked.
Okay, so Gladiator 2, again, I watched last year's reaction, and number one takeaway, inconsistency. So as we're trying to formulate all these predictions, I'm like, well, Alien Romulus needs to get 2, it needs to get these 2 together, because that makes sense, or Challengers will get score and song and screenplay, because that's a package. And in the end, it's always so inconsistent these days. The Academy is a little bit all over the place, man. I gotta be honest. Gladiator will miss for one craft and get in for another one. It's probably Alien Romulus's only nomination. I don't know.
For achievement in cinematography, the nominees
Okay,
are
cinematography. We're getting to the big guns here. So here's where I have Nickel Boys getting in. Most people don't, because I guess it didn't get a Cinematographer's Guild nomination, but I still have it getting in here, which is a little risky to not have the Guild support. But it wasn't screenplay. I think just because of how the film looks, they're going to put it in. Brutalist, Conclave, Dune, Nickel Boys, Nosferatu are my 5. If Wicked gets in, it's a lot of love for Wicked. If Complete Unknown gets in, it's tons of love for Complete Unknown, and then even Emilia Perez. My bottom 3 are all the ones that the Academy could really be over nominating.
The Brutalist.
Okay, Brutalist. Then we have Conclave probably next.
Dune Part 2.
Conclave snub. Holy crap.
Emilia Paris.
Emilia got it.
Maria.
Maria. No Nickel.
And
No.
Nosferatu.
Oh my gosh. Maria makes it in. That did get the Guild nomination. I was making my coffee this morning, revisiting last year's things, and when cinematography came around, I said to myself, I said, Sam, go with the Guild next year. Go with the Guild. And the Guild had Maria in. And again, I went against my own advice and did not go with the Guild. So you need to go with the Cinematographer's Guild. Even though they nominated 7 things, you need to pull from that. Nickel Boys left out.
For performance by an actor in a leading role.
Okay, leading actor. These are 4 or 5 locked, which is Brody, Chalamet, Coleman, Domingo, Ralph Fiennes. And then the 5th slot is either Sebastian Stan or Daniel Craig. The problem is, Daniel Craig missed BAFTA, even though he's British, and there were 6 nominations. Absolutely unforgivable for him to miss that. People didn't like Queer or even watch it. Sebastian Stan, though, has a problem because he got both movies, Apprentice and Different Man. So what do voters do? The thinking is he'll get in for The Apprentice, just like Strong got in. So I have him getting in for The Apprentice. But honestly, in my gut, I changed this last night at the last minute to Stan. I've been feeling like Craig is going to actually get it. I kind of wish I'd stuck with my gut. So let's see if Craig actually gets it, and I will learn the lesson of going with my gut. He'll be first. No.
Adrian Brody.
It'll be It'll be Brody, Chalamet, then Craig if he gets in.
Timothy Chalamet in A Complete
This
Unknown.
is the Craig moment right here.
Coleman Domingo
No,
in Sing Sing.
he missed it.
Ralph Fiennes in
So Stan is in for Apprentice.
and Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice.
I got 5 for 5. Wow, I took the last minute switch and it worked.
Performance by an actress. in a
Okay,
leading
actress.
Role. The nominees are
Ready for chaos. Okay, so again, for actress, Erivo is presumed to be pretty much a lock. I just want to make one thought here. Everyone says, there aren't enough great roles for women. Yet every year at the Oscars, we have 8 or so actresses in a bloodbath for Best Actress because these roles and performances are so good. Meanwhile, in Best Actor, we're scraping to find a 5th nominee. Every year, it's like I mean, last year it was a little more competitive, but in general, there's nowhere near as many Best Actor roles as Best Actress. Just for what it's worth, okay? Now, I got Jean-Baptiste in. I'm a little iffy about it. Demi Moore is locked to me. Mikey is locked. Carla from Emilia is locked. And Torres, I think, is locked too. You know, she's done so well. She won the Globe. She's a big... you can just see this happening. It got the not foreign or international nomination. So Arriva would have to get snubbed for Baptiste to get in. But then you got the Pamela Anderson wildcard factor. But the fact that Curtis didn't get in, again, with this inconsistency... Watch Curtis get snubbed and Pamela Anderson gets into lead. That would be the exact kind of inconsistency that they always have been doing lately. You have Nicole Kidman way on the outside and Jolie, Amy Adams, other people that kind of have fallen off. But you never know what could happen. You never know. So I have Jean-Baptiste, Moore, Madison, Gascon, and Torres.
Cynthia Erivo in Wicked.
Erivo's in. That's the standard thing.
Carla Sofia Gascon in Emilia Perez. Mikey Madison in Honora.
Moore.
Demi Moore in The
Torres.
Substance. And Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here.
Absolutely no chaos. No chaos. It's pretty much as standard as you could go, honestly.
The nominees are...
Okay, directing is also going to be very standard. Wow, man, for such a crazy category, there was no chaos. There was really none. In lead actor or actress, there was no chaos. The only chaos has been Barbaro, which is one of my predictions. Supporting actor was as safe as possible. Man, the acting categories did not cause any surprises or chaos, except for Barbaro. That's, as a fan of the Oscars and wanting exciting things to happen, that's pretty safe and disappointing, but oh well. Jean-Baptiste snubbed. I mean, that is a big story, I guess. So it is chaotic in and of itself that Baptiste was snubbed. That's crazy to see. So shout out to the Baptiste fans and Mike Lee. Directing, oh gosh. I think it's just going to be the standard ones. Brutalist, Corbet, Baker for Honora, Berger for Conclave. Although some people see him getting snubbed, I don't really see it. It did miss cinematography. Coralie for Substance and Emilia Audiard. I've always thought Audiard could miss, but everyone's telling me no, he's safe, and that does make sense. It's crazy that Villeneuve is not in. Watch out for Mangold, who got the DGA nom. Could totally see him getting in. Everyone wants Ramel Ross, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Of course, my ultimate no guts, no glory is that Rasulov gets in for See the Sacred Fig, but I think that ship has sailed. So let's see what happens. I think it's going to be Corbet, Baker, Berger, Farjat, and Audiard.
Sean Baker, Honora. Brady Corbet, The Brutalist.
How are they doing it in terms of film?
James Mangold, A Complete Unknown.
Mangold in. Are you kidding?
Jacques Audiard, Emilia Perez.
Do not snub Coralie.
And Coralie Farjat, The Substance.
They snub Berger. Berger for Mangold. Wow, man. A Complete Unknown just literally took Conclave's slot. It is Conclave. Emilia, A Complete Unknown is Conclave. In terms of like that classic Oscar, older Oscar voter movie. All due respect, but wow, matched the DGA. That matched the DGA exactly? Is that correct? Or did Berger get DGA? Anyways, thank you for not snubbing Coralie.
Final category.
That would have been so embarrassing if they had not done Coralie.
Okay, here.
All right, for Best Picture one more time, we got Brutalist, Conclave, Honora, Emilia, Wicked, Complete Unknown, Dune, Substance, all locked to me. A Real Pain. We've only seen it in screenplay and Culkin, but that's what we predicted. Culkin, screenplay, and picture. It's not a huge package. It's a small movie package, but that's what it is. It's a small movie. And then will Sing Sing get the last slot, or will it be Nickel Boys? I think it's Sing Sing. Or will something crazy happen and both Sing Sing and Nickel Boys get in?
10 nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year.
Here they are.
Here we go.
Honora,
Calm down,
Alex
guys.
Coco, Samantha Kwan,
Honora.
and Sean Baker, producers.
Boom.
Boom! Don't be so Don't do this.
Nominees to be determined.
Conclave.
Complete Unknown.
Complete
Fred
Unknown,
Berger,
then
James
Conclave.
Mangold, and Alex Heineman, producers.
I'm in the mood today.
Conclave, Tessa Ross, Juliette Howell,
Okay.
and Michael A.
Dune,
Jackman,
don't snub Dune.
producers.
Please don't snub Dune. Please don't. Thank you.
Dune, Part 2. Mary
Thank
Harris,
you.
Bill Boyder,
Nickel
Tanya
Boy's
LaPointe,
looking
and Anita
less
Mills,
likely.
Producers.
Emilia is next.
Amelia Perez, nominees to be determined, producers.
What?
I'm still here. Nominees to be determined.
Guys, paperwork, let's go. Come on.
Wide jokes. Don't make
Nickel
it.
Boys, nominees
Oh!
to be determined.
PGA.
What's happening?
The Substance.
Wait, what's happening?
Nominees
Real Pain's gone?
determined.
Sing Sing's gone?
And Wicked, Mark Platt, producer.
Woo!
I need these hosts to stop. So I'm turning them off. I Am Still Here, Best Picture. Nickel Boys in, Sing Sing out. Real Pain out. They did Chaos in the last 3 or 4, the last 4 slots. They chose absolute chaos after the most boring predictions of the whole nominees the whole time. I Am Still Freaking Here. Are you serious? Dude, somebody check on Oscar Expert and Brother Bro. Wow. My heart hurts for Sing Sing. It's such bullshit. I'm Still Here. Wow. That is very, very unexpected. I think that is the biggest surprise of the day is I'm Still Here getting into picture. No one, well, okay, I'm sure people did, but very, very, very few people were talking about that. There's just very little room for a Real Pain to miss. I am sad for Real Pain too, because Real Pain's a great movie to me. But wow, it just got edged out. The passion on the preferential ballot for Nickel and I'm Still Here. Oh, wow. All right, so ending with some chaos and excitement. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'll be back with my top 30 films of the year. I just have a little short video montage that I'm working on, and you'll see my favorites of the year. And that's it. We'll see you on Oscar winner predictions video. Probably I'll do. Pour one out for Sing Sing and Seed of the Sacred Fig and others and all the other films you love that didn't get in. But congrats to the Nickel Boyers, and love you, John Baptiste. See you later.